Half an hour of video timing, that is better. Oh, so I just did. My back. So I have a video, probably the most interesting video I would ever do, on my other phone, which doesn't work. So my nice conversation about how, I'll give you a brief description of what it was about. So I was thinking, how do we fix this society? Well, whatever we make, we've got to make sure people are grateful and appreciative of what they've got. So we split society, or instead of splitting society, if people can implant memories in prisoners to make them feel like they've been in prison for 50 years, then you can imprint memories of a completely other life, maybe. And then you've got AI. So what if you plunge people into a virtual world, and then when they come out of it after living the crap virtual world, they'll be like, oh my god, this world is amazing, I'm so appreciative. And the main gist was, what if that's already been done, but on a higher dimension? 4 dimension, 3 dimension, 2 dimension, blah de blah de blah blah. That means our souls are just here to play a game, to learn. So when we go back to spirit, fourth dimension, whatever, we'll be like, oh my god, I'm so grateful. I am up here and not actually down there. But I don't know the difference. And you wouldn't have been allowed to know the difference. And then there was a little bit of moles, like, what about rape? What about torture? I'm like, yes. Imagine you've plunked yourself into a virtual world. And that pain and torture isn't real. And you've given permission to experience that torture, pain on that virtual level. It's nothing to you. So imagine you're a 4D creature being, and then you look down on the 3D world like it's its own technology. You go in there, go like, well, that is nothing to me. That is nothing to me. So I'll go down there, experience torture, rape, famine, anarchy, and then come out and be like, oh my god, I'm so grateful. Anyway. Right, no one's going to see this video. It doesn't matter. This is just me for now. Oh, and me is tired. I also tried to make another little video about 6 minutes long and just introduce myself and my past, but no, that doesn't work either. If it's not meant to happen, it won't happen. If it's meant to happen and you want it to happen, you will make it happen, blah blah blah. That was me butchering one of my sayings that's supposed to be very mwah, but no, butchered it. Let's just take a moment, take a breather. I'm safe. I would say not in pain, but my back is got a trapped nerve in it at the moment because I think I've dislocated a bone. Obviously, I haven't dislocated a bone, I'll be on the floor, but something's wrong. Like, I feel up my spine with my thumb because I go around my back, feel up the spine, and it goes all straight, and then there's a little kink in it, and then it goes back to normal. And I have no means of. If you see in the movie The Incredibles, and there's a big sphere robot, and he pulls the strong one apart and his back clicks. That's what I need. I need one of those. Ugh! And he does the nice laugh. That was a very good moment. That resonates now more than ever. Because as the classical teenage male in this modern day society, trying to be fit and everything and get muscles, I have hurt myself. It was this, the pecs. But what you have to do is arch your back, and I tense too much on my left side of my back to contract and trapped a nerve. And I was like, oh no, I can't do that. I went back to it once after that, tried it again, pain came straight back. I was like, yeah, no, I can't do that. I need to relax. Woken up today and just back starts to hurt. And then I was literally sat on the floor right there for a good, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, not being able to move because I was just going through it. I was like, I am stuck on the floor and can't move without experiencing pain. Yeah, so temporarily broke myself. So I need to find a way and a means of stretching myself apart. I can't do it on the side of the bed because the railings are too thin and it hurts my hands too much to dangle off it and let my spine naturally relax. So anyway, I'll figure that out. I'm not really good at talking about anything. I need someone with me to ask me about something. What do you want to know? Oh, something I've noticed off the top of my head. It's not anything interesting. My face is so unsymmetrical because all I used to do is sleep on this side. So now the left side of my teeth look a little bit straighter together, and this side of my incisor comes down more. There's a gap, you can see. Look how much this comes out, regardless of the facial hair, and this just like, ugh. This is like, and that's like, because I sleep on it. Because I've affected my. Hopefully, it will like even out as I get older. If I stop sleeping on my right side and just pressing my face into my hand. Yeah, something I'm not proud of. No one's gonna see this. It doesn't matter what to talk about. I'm tired. What should we talk about? Let's talk about the world, the big wide world. My thoughts at the moment are absolute bullshit. Bullshit. This isn't. These videos aren't for kids. I've not portrayed them as kids. I've put them as adult content on here. So, at your own risk. Like, what do you mean? I can't just walk out into the woods, know what to eat, know what to drink, not harm anybody, have shelter, have warmth, fire, resources to myself, and live at peace. No. Oh, this land's not. Oh. Think of that a second, just like an animal, just like a deer in the wild. Think of how peaceful they are. Obviously, they've got the natural fear of danger and predators, so there's that. But other than that, fine. Can drink water, can trot around, all happy. But this being that's supposedly superior to the rest mentally gets born in this big white building of a hospital, gets injected with all these needles for science and viruses, and then you've got to get a job, you've got to learn a language, you've got to know what maths is. Hold on. No. Can I just be alone in a bit land? No, because that's my land. Because all of this history, blah, 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 wars, death, I want, royalty, anarchy, myths, legends, fear, death, famine, all science, stars, astrology. Fuck all of that off a second. I don't care at the moment. Can I make sure I'm at peace if I've got shelter, warmth, and food, water, food? There's a pyramid. There's a pyramid of like needs, and there's basic animalistic ones that are not being met in today's advanced technological society. What do you mean I'm close to implanting my consciousness into a machine, living in a virtual world, than being able to walk around without a trap back? Because there's not a health system, a reliable system built by anyone yet that I have access to anyway. Yeah, you think about that for a bit. How have we not got... There has to be some sort of force, evil spirit, or just humans are stupid. Think of it. Right, let's think of something. I like tanks. Let's go tanks. You're telling me I can rip out hundreds of kilograms of iron ore, refine it, melt it, then you get something called slag that comes out on conveyor belts, purify it, whack it into shape at thousands of degrees temperature, which I got that from digging into the ground, pulling out this mysterious black liquid of hydrocarbons, melting it. That's just getting the iron ore. Then we get magnets, and all of a sudden we have electricity, and we faff about with the electrons around certain elements. Pardon me. Next we've got electricity. We get this metal, and we get other metals that are more precious and have to go through electrolysis, crushing, so many more processes. And then we've got this little circuit board, random little bit of wire going around. Put an on switch to it, electricity goes in. You've got a program. Input, output, information exchange. Attach those to mechanical things. Electricity goes to this little motor that turns this. Next minute you're turning a 2-ton turret to blow something up, and you've got this massive multiple ton machine that runs on tracks, waterproof, has smoke, strategy, ballistics, all the mathematics of penetration and angular. But right now I'm just thinking, can I see someone who can fix the trapped nerve in my back because I'm suffering and I'm in pain? You can build tanks, you can build rockets to outer space if that's real. I don't care what shape the Earth is. my basic needs are not being met, so that should be my first priority. We can send rockets into space, bullets, missiles, technology, but we don't trust the government. Some people do. Why is there not? It's mind-bogglingly simple. People should work for themselves. There should be work being done on the farms. There should be research for synthetic chemicals to take care of ourselves. It's so easy. I don't know how to explain it. I'm willing to build. I can build my own shelter. I can build other people's shelters. In return, they can learn what foods to and not to eat to take care of me, like classic trade of skills. Do that all around. Why would it not work? Oh, because someone out there goes, I want, take something off another. Next minute, you got all a history flash before your eyes at war, and now I'm in a country that's supposedly advanced, and we've got problems of other people coming in. We've got people committing suicide. We've got disease. We've got lockdowns. We've got celebrities on reality TV shows complaining about makeup, which is dug up by possibly minor children, literally digging up Mecca, that's slicing them apart as they do it. Whoa, can we slow down? There's so much information. Can I have shelter, food, and warmth, please? No, it's all well and good until you realise you can't do it yourself. I would gladly go out into the woods, providing I get the knowledge and genetic information, whatnot, like animals do. Forage for myself, have shelter for myself, and entertain myself in a localized space. Done. Can I do that first? And then once I mature into a person, then I can go into this absolute load of bullshit. But no, I can't. I can't, can I? Oh, because we have, oh my god, rules and regulations. You can't build here because of this. For your own safety, we are depriving you of your free will in the name of safety and security. Okay, how about to preserve all of my body and mentality? How about to preserve that in the name of safety and security, put my consciousness into a machine? That way, I'm fine, aren't I? I'll be fine then. Load of bullshit. There is no point to behind what I'm saying. Just take it all in, create an understanding. If it's meant to happen, it will happen. And the fact that if I want to get anywhere, I have to play a part in this game, I have to parasite off someone or create something that is worth people's times. But I don't want to have to emotionally or subconsciously manipulate them through colour and forms of speech like the politicians do just to get what I want. I shouldn't have to do that. I don't want to do that. And there's some sort of saying that's like the people high up that are in control and are doing the things they're doing are the ones who solely believe that what they are doing is for the greater good. And when I go down that road mentally, I think it makes sense, everything they're doing. Creating a separate little society, a little cult of you scratch your back, you scratch my back, I scratch your back, because we're better than everybody else because we've got through it. We're here. We have higher morals than everybody else. But then you just get people left in dirt because some people just don't want help. Wow. And then it's just a simple case of where do I sign? But it shouldn't have to be like that. Because I don't know. Is it literally just genetics and survival? If you get a bunch of babies, raise them in the exact same environment, with the exact same exposure to things, are they different? How do they become different? Well, the only thing that we can say is external forces. But if we completely isolated them in a repetitive environment and they come out different, that means there's change within. That means there's genetics. One might be right. Ego aside, one might be naturally really intelligent and one might just be naturally dumb. But the ones that are naturally intelligent, and there's ones with emotions, those bloody things. Naturally intelligent. The ones that are naturally intelligent have emotions. Think all life is precious. I care for him. I've grown up with him. He could be a brother, sister, parent, child. So I will protect him. I will set laws and regulations to stop him from walking over a cliff because he clearly doesn't know what gravity is. Next minute, you've got all these good, intelligent, emotional people trying to lift up and support the ones that just aren't capable. But tell me this, what if they all died? Or, right, what if they all died and we all went tribal? Every person that ends up being alive is happy, healthy, cared for. But then, if you're in a tribe, you can't get a massive mansion, a nice car, and a nice jacuzzi to relax in. But if you disconnected your emotions from all these low sheeple goyim, wait a second, you can create a system out of these crap, dysfunctional monster things to benefit yourself. And then you come to the realization, well, if you don't get what I'm getting at after I've said that, wow. The only thing next is how to do it myself. How much energy am I willing to put into helping the people who don't want help? All I think I'd do, worst case scenario, is numb the pain. So I'd fill the foods with poisons and chemicals so they're completely reliant on our system that we have built, and we'll work towards creating a whole fictional lie of a system just so the little important things that matters like guns, food, resources can slowly be leached away out of the system because I have power over it, because they are and filled with whatever I fed them, because I control what they eat, I control them. So then I can extract things out of that. Money, labour, physical labour, power, whatever I desire. Really, whatever I can get out of it. That would split a society into base level and this. And then there's and then people start coming out of this with high morals and values. No, everyone should be happy, healthy, safe, and it's too easy to fall into the trap of just feed off them. The strong will survive. 18 minutes, 30 seconds out of 31 minutes, 43 seconds. What do you do? What do you do? And the whole world's a part of it. There's okay, if everyone's against each other, America's against this, we're all backstabbing each other, why do we all unite at Antarctica? Because no fucking way. No fucking way. Oh, we've just all spontaneously decided, all these countries at war, greed, power, whatever, all the different personalities of every country and all the leaders that are at war forever for control, resources, power, and money. Oh, what we'll do is we'll all spontaneously join alliances when it comes to Antarctica, this useless wasteland of snow and ice. Bullshit. There's a reason behind it. Oh, Admiral Byrd went there and apparently discovered a lush green forest full of resources, lands beyond the Antarctic. All of a sudden you start questioning the shape of the Earth, and then you can't go out thinking and asking stuff like that because these people will go, fucking stupid over here. No. What's he doing? Of course the Earth's round, floating through nothingness. Because we were taught that since we were younger. What else are we gonna think? All of a sudden you've went from rational, wait a second, that's not right, to fuck off, that doesn't make sense. It's just understanding that I'm building no point. The finest point you get is pinpoint particles in the center of atoms, but apparently they don't exist. Nothing really exists, does it? Just let it all sink in. But if the world was not filled with such pain and suffering, there would therefore not be a need for people who care. And if no one cared, the world would end up a shit place anyway. And then people will come out and think opposite. So it's just happens naturally, I guess, this split in society. You have the elites, but they do horrible things that I wouldn't want to do, like bad things. But then is there something higher than that? There's always something above. There's always some high power that's looking down on everything with attitude, whether it's people or extra dimensional. So where do the good ones come from? Why do the good ones not have the power and the money to do stuff? Because to get power and money, you need to do horrible things. Good comes in many different ways, whether it's a little charity or talking to a friend or owning a massive mansion, taking care of everybody. If information's all out there, but why can I not just learn how to make all this money and stuff, analyze it perfectly, spend a few years studying at home below the poverty line, and then just come out on top? Obviously, it takes work, effort, yeah, and I'm willing to put that in, so where's the information? Oh, you can just spend the day doing this, yeah, but then I get bored, and then I get my emotions start getting ahead of me. And I get hungry, and I start eating food, and then I become sick, and by the time I've learned, and then I just don't end up learning stuff because of the system I'm in, so I have to fight against it. Take care of myself first. Pay yourself first. 2255 out of 3143. So I've got 7, 8, a bit under 8 minutes, about 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes. So what are we supposed to do? Well, the first thing I try and do is get money, because that's the currency, flow of physical effort and mental effort, physical work and mental effort. But apparently I can't do that either. Oh, because you need ID. What's ID? That's photo evidence that you actually exist and were born in this country, so I'm lost in the system already. Wow, great system you have. Oh, I have a birth certificate and a national insurance number, so they clearly know I'm alive. Oh, but you can't use your birth certificate anymore because you're over 18. Oh, so I'm acknowledged that I'm over 18, acknowledge that I have a birth certificate and a national insurance number, but yet I can't use any of that to progress myself into the world. Oh, you need a bank account. Bullshit. A bank account. And then by the time you get past all of this shit, so mentally fucked up, you just end up being just like them. With the tunnels on the private islands. Because you don't give a anymore at that point. Strength in numbers. Literally and figuratively. Sorry for getting you to yawn. Strength in numbers. How do you wake up everybody? Manpower, military, money. It's the people who care against people who don't care. It's the people who care about non-physical things against the people who care about physical things. I care about non-physical things, so I want to master everything about physical things so I can create a physical environment that is safe and secure to promote these higher states, this place for people to evolve. Next one, you've got a lodge and you're part of the gang called the Freemasons. Oh, it's literally like following in the footsteps. Because I would love to just like not have any beliefs, like solid foundational beliefs. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. Just live. Don't hurt another. Create a space like natural law within it. But then, would I then want to create a whole system to make sure people are properly getting the vibe of what I'm emanating? Next one, I've got occult rituals to reach high states of consciousness. Oh my god. Can I just be happy, healthy, secure? I don't want to have to feed off this system to get where I want to be. Okay, so how would it have to go? If it was to work, how would it have to work? Okay, you'd need a lot of bloody people. Either a lot of people or a lot of technology to physically protect yourselves. Then you have resources, you have food and energy. You'd need control over that in an isolated area with the means of defending it. But we don't have control over our food. We rely on someone else for it. Who owns that? A company, a massive jack-off company. Ukraine, the breadbasket of Europe, is now at war, and why do we have to rely on those? Within a local environment, you can have all the things you need. You can get sunlight, you can get water. That's just a little bit of a mountain range, and then just rely on the seasons without any modification to the weather. There is some resources there, and as soon as you start feeding into a regenerative cycle, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Next one, you've got a castle on the side of a hill with farmland down below. People who do the smithies, people who do the sandals, people who do the robes. It wouldn't have to be a kingdom, it could just be a little tribe. Next minute, you've got someone rolling over the hill saying, I eat loads in my banquet, and the farms that I have got don't supply enough food, but oh, look at this. A defenseless little society. Oh, what have they got? Resources. They've got a bunch of food and farmland. Just what I'm looking for to fill my base needs, because I'm a greedy sod. Next minute, you've got war, death, done, they're gone. And then evolve that, saturate the earth with loads of those. Next minute, you've got this society and people and countries. I think I'm going to end it there. Wah. Wah, 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 wah. There's so much to do. There's so much knowledge out there. Question is, what do you want? How willing are you to get what you want? How do you find out what you need to know? As soon as you start investing into that cycle of self-rejuvenation mentally and physically, you're set. Ready to go. Next one, you'll be on a yacht with people who literally live on your boat just to feed you and hand you plates and knives and forks and possibly bathe you, but I wouldn't know. I'll leave it there. 29002 03 4 5. Me back.